Hi, everybody. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Was running just a few minutes late. We were setting up a lot of things. I'm trying the other really good camera, so I hope everything looks crisp and clear and beautiful for all of you. And if you see me glancing down, it's just because I have a monitor right here. So it lets me make sure like everything's good to go. But hi, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. We're so excited to be sharing more of our Just Jill holiday collection with all of you. It's been so much fun. The response has been fantastic. So makes me so happy that what we're bringing you are things that you are looking forward to putting into your own home. And hi to everybody jumping in. Hi, Dottie and Sandy and Lauren and Linda and Tracy, Arlene. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. So we have, oh my gosh, so much to talk about. There's a lot of new we're going to talk about. Hi, Virginia. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We think it's pretty too. And we're going to show you a few things that are compliments to some of the collections that you've already purchased. Maybe you purchased it last year. You might even have some of these themes and looks already in your holiday assortment. I hope so, so that, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I just was wanting to bring you really beautiful things for the holidays. Hi, Carol. Thanks for being here from Richmond. So, we're going to show you some things that complement last week. Hi, Carol. Can't wait to see what else you have. I received the frosted glass cardinal vase and it's stunning. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Carol. Wait till you see our angel cardinals, or I guess I should say, angels with cardinals. Those are available. Hi, Diane. From Indiana and your first time. Oh, Diane, welcome. A big Hoosier hi. So thanks for being here. So I guess real quickly, if y'all will indulge me, those of you who are, my regulars, and then there's new people like Diane who hasn't been here before. So this holiday collection really was born out of your asks over the last year of, hi, Merle. Jill, are you ever going to do any home decor? And I have to be honest, when we started Just Jill Shop, I thought no. Just because, a lot of the partners that we work with for our products, they have existing websites. So it was easy for us to coordinate things like jewelry or food items. Like they're used to fulfilling orders that come in over the internet. Karen said, I received my Cardinal coasters. They're beautiful. Awesome, Karen. I'm so glad. But when it comes to decor, the partners we work with don't have their own websites where they sell to consumers. They sell to the trade. And that means we have to buy the inventory. A little scary. I started a retail business in COVID. So I really wanted to make sure that before we took that on, and then of course, if we're buying the product and receiving the product, then we have to be able to ship the product. And gosh, there's so many logistics there. And as a gal who never took a business class ever in her life, and because I was so focused on journalism, telling, I wanted to be on 60 Minutes, this has all been a learning, but you're persistent. And you continue to ask, would you do home decor? I miss your home with Jill. I loved when you and Valerie would work together. I love when you would teach us how to decorate or put things together. Could you do that again? And so we tested it last year towards the, heading into the holiday season. We brought in 6 or 7 items. They were all received very well by you. We decided to, go ahead and dive in for Christmas in July. Almost everything we brought in for Christmas in July sold out. We've reordered some of our best sellers for this part of the holiday season, but I have to say, there are now almost 100 items of holiday for you to shop for over at Just Jill Shop. So we've really expanded our offerings. And I explained this last week, but if you weren't with us, I didn't set out to create these sort of 4 capsule collections. Thank you, Sandy. I just picked things that I liked from each of our partners. We work with 3 amazing vendors. And as it turned out, my taste is pretty consistent. So I would pick Cardinal items from one vendor, and then I would look at different Cardinal items from another vendor. And, oh, well, we already did a Cardinal tree, and look at this gorgeous Cardinal Angel we could mix in. And then, oh, the shimmer trees will give some reflection. And so these collections really came together quite organically. I did not sit down with a list and say, I must have this many items for this. They just kind of created themselves. And so our collections, just so you know, and you'll see tidbits of these collections every week when we do our Facebook Live holiday series. We have our Christmas Cardinals. So I love cardinals. My grandmother adored cardinals. She had, images of cardinals and little sun catchers in her window on her farm of cardinals. And she just loved seeing the darting around of a red bird. So I love cardinals like many of you. So we have a cardinal collection. We did a Winter Wonderland collection, and the Winter Wonderland collection is a combination of whites and silvers and crystal looks that all can be mixed and matched together. We did a gingerbread collection. That's what we're going to feature next week. So if you loved our elegant gingerbread house, next week, welcome to the neighborhood. We're doing a whole gingerbread town. And of course, the mayor of that town is our gingerbread musical Nutcracker. And then finally, we have Christmas classics. So those classic pieces that remind you of the pieces you may have grown up with, the pieces that I remember from growing up, those are the Christmas classics. There's some vintage looks there. There are just your traditional greens and golds and reds. And then things like nativities, which we're going to talk about tonight. So those are our 4 things that we've brought to you. Donna said, I received the Santa in the sleigh. Love, love, love it. Even my hubby loved it. So it's a keeper. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad. I think that's sold out actually. So I'm glad you got yours. And that's what happened last week, friends. We sold out of several of our pieces. We sold out of our painted cardinal vase with fairy lights. We sold out of that Santa with the sleigh. When I look today, we have like 3 or 4 left of our big white vintage sleigh and the vintage reindeer that go with it. So I will tell you, a lot of these orders we placed back in January and February of this year. Now they've delivered, and when they're gone, they're gone. So when you see things you like, remember, we're not a massive retailer. I don't have thousands of things. I don't even have hundreds of things. If we're lucky, sometimes we might be able to reorder, some things if we're lucky, but most of these they shipped in our order. That's what they reserved for us. And when it's gone, it's gone. So that said, Lynn, I just received the gold trees. Those are our champagne trees. Gorgeous. And I already have the silver. They are all stunning. You must get these if you can. I will tell you that our champagne trees, which are these, where's the big one? Oh, there it is. Our champagne trees, we have on advanced order because we did sell out of what we had in stock, but I was able to go back to this partner and say, any chance you have more? And they said, yes, if you can give us a couple weeks. So if you want our shimmer trees, I have to say, and I'm just going to talk about the shimmer trees for just a second. And I know when we launched our collection back in Christmas in July, we had the green, and then we had the champagne, and then we've added the silver, and we've added the white. The white's brand new. White and champagne are advanced orders. They'll ship in like 2 weeks. You get 3 trees in this set. So one is about 11 inches tall, one is about 8.5, and I think one is about 7. Hi, Joyce. If you only buy one thing from Just Jill for the holidays, the piece that's going to give you the most bang for your buck for multiple holidays to come, it's the shimmer trees. Because whether you decide to do, this year use the green with all the cardinals, and then next year use the green with your buyer's choice, or you decide you want to do a collection of champagne trees just on a mirrored tray in the middle of your coffee table with a few luminara candles around it, or, you have some little cloche and enclosed pieces in glass and you want to use the sort of smaller size like this one, they're awesome. They're $59. You get all 3 of them, 3 sizes. They don't light up. They don't glow. There's no batteries. They don't need it. We used the finest kind of size of glitter on these. They will not leave a glitter trail all throughout your house. When you get them at home, some of the glitter might have settled in the box. Give them a shake out in your garage and then put them where you're going to enjoy them. And you will love these for years to come. I feel like these are just right. They're so spot on Goldilocks. And I really think if you'd let me, not that you're going to, or I'd want to, I could talk about these for 2 hours. Like the ways you could use them and the things you could mix and match them with. And they really are, when in doubt, if you buy our cute set of 2 cardinals, get the green trees. That's going to finish off the look. If you get our beautiful Northern Lights angel, add in the silver and the white. In fact, you're going to see when we were doing our photo shoot last week, I did a couple of our items and I showed you the same item, but with every color of the shimmer tree behind it. Fantastic. The shimmer tree in the champagne and silver, so majestic, elegant, high end. I loved mixing the silver and the white together. I even did the silver, white, and champagne together. I mean, they just go. They just work. They just go. I love things that work. When it's right, it's right. I can't make it any better. I don't need to. They're awesome. All right. And what's the best way to store them? They'll come in a box. They will come in a box with custom fitted styrofoam. And at the end of the season, put them back in your box. So when you pull them out of the box, be careful when they'll come in a box laying like this, molded into the styrofoam with a piece across it. So gently cut the tape to lift the piece off. They're all going to have bags over them and they're nestled in the styrofoam. I'm pretty sure that's how they're all packaged. And I would just store them back in the box that they came in. That's the way to do it. All right. Okay. Again, I could talk about this for another 3 hours. We don't have that much time. All right. So I don't even know where to start. All right, let's do this. This is our little Cardinal lantern. You all love this lantern. It's back in stock. Let's show you the new Cardinal Angels, which are beautiful. And Kylie is here, so I may have her do a little Kylie cam, even close up here, to show these pieces. So this is a set of 2 angels, everybody. They're beautifully created. You're right in the shot, babe.
Oh, sorry.
They're beautifully created. That she's dressed in white. Her wings are done in a pretty matte gold. She's holding a wreath in one hand and a cardinal in the other on the one angel. She's holding bells and an angel in the other. Or excuse me, bells and a cardinal in the other. She is stunning, 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 stunning. I love her with the green shimmer trees because look how it pulls out the green. But I love her with the champagne shimmer trees, but brand new, oh, brand new. This amazing, fancy filigree tree in gold. And you know how I love finding things for you that are slim. So you don't have to have a super deep mantle. You don't have to have a super deep table or ledge to use this. It's finished on both sides. It's a matte finish. I think there's a mouse in my kitchen named Doug. It's a matte finish, but it has all of this gorgeous filigree work. It's slightly raised. Look at the star on top. And that, with those angels, is also rather spectacular. So those are some of the things that we have available for you. So Kylie, maybe you can get your camera ready away from the lens, and Megan can click you in, and we'll be able to get a better close-up because I want you to see these up close. All right. So I would get your shot ready from there of the angels and the tree.
Do you want to hand them to me so I can do it closer?
I guess I could. There's the tree.
Hello, everyone, if you can see me.
There's that. And there's that. All right. It might be a little dark because we didn't light for this, but let's see what happens here. Okay. So Megan, whenever you want to take that, awesome. Oh, she's it's sideways. There you go. That's weird.
Yeah,
You know what it was? You didn't do the setting on your on the thing.
probably.
I played with that earlier. I forgot to tell you. All right, so there is our beautiful, you can, again, it's a little dark there. I'm going to move for a second and see if I can do a little better lighting for you. I think you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so that you get both angels, you guys. It's not a choice of, you get both of her. Both of hers. You get both angels. Isn't she so pretty? And then look at that tree behind it. Oh, I love it. And then stay there, Kylie, because you know how I like to play. Shocking. You've got your sweet little cardinals that can go with it too. So you've got your cardinal, or you could also do, here's one more idea, everybody. Hope you can hear me. Sorry, I'm away from the mic. How about our pretty Cardinal Lantern? I love that. Okay, love the angel in the tree. Thank you, Kathy. Really good, right? Really good. Really good. Prudence says, great shot, Kylie.
Thank you, Prudence.
Thank you, Prudence. So, all right. So those are a couple new things that we're really excited about. I know, Virginia, that gold tree is beautiful. And so I'm going to hand Kylie a little night light. So Megan, if we could come back to me, that would be great. So I'm going to give Kylie the night light. And could you give me that gold tree, honey?
Yes, of course.
Because I want to show you something else brand new that you've been asking me for. One of the things that many of you have asked about is whether I would have any nativities. And so, yes, we do have some nativities. And what we did here, I'm realizing my little stand back there is a bit wobbly. All right. So this is one of those nativities that stacks, meaning not stacks, nests. So if you do not have a lot of room, you can display it just like this. You have this angel, and I'll show you the detail, with the Star of Bethlehem overlooking Joseph and Mary and the baby Jesus. If you have a little bit more room, you can spread out the pieces and put your nativity, display it however you would like. But you were asking me for a nativity, trying to find something that wouldn't ship in a gazillion pieces, wouldn't have too many pieces, thinking of smaller spaces, thinking about this also as a beautiful gift item. I just think it's lovely. And the detail is really pretty too. So I'm gonna, oh, thanks, Trula. Isn't it beautiful? It's really, really pretty. In fact, while Kylie's setting up, she's gonna show you a nightlight in just a second. I'm just gonna take these pieces and I'm gonna walk up to my camera just so I can show you a little bit more closely. All right. And I do love them. I have to say, the whole reason I brought that out was to show you how beautiful it is if you do it with the filigree tree, because the gold here and the gold star, I mean, it looks like it was designed that way, which I think is fabulous. But here, real quickly, is the angel. And hopefully you can see that. I'm going to turn my monitor. Can you see how she has sort of a holly berry pattern on the inside? Give me a second. I'm going to adjust my lights for you again. This is a work in progress tonight, friends. Okay, so there's the angel. Really pretty. That same little touch of the holly berry is down here and right here on Joseph's coat. It's also on the inside of Sweet Mary with her praying hands. And then there is your little baby Jesus. All right. So again, we didn't bring in a lot of those. It was something that you all had asked for. When I found it, I went for it. Beautiful detail on the back as well. And again, I love it displayed just slightly separated. with the tree in the background. So you don't have to have the creche. You don't have to have a lot of room, a little bit on a shelf, or if you nest it all together, then really as long as you have something that will fit the height, like bookcase opening, you'll be good to go. So I thought it was beautiful. Our team loved this piece, especially when we were playing around and we were like, oh my gosh, with the tree. Oh, with the tree, it's so good. So I would love to see you do that as a set, but if you can only do the nativity, if that's your budget, totally fine. And if this is maybe a little ornate for you, I will say, like, you could do the champagne tree. This is what I love to do. Look at it with the white, like this sort of snowy white tree. And remember, you get 3 of these different sizes that you could nest around. It would even work with the silver. So you can kind of choose, do you want to add a little metallic to it in the silver or the champagne? Do you like the idea of the tonal? And frankly, because it has that little bit of the green hollyberry, I like that too. So again, those shimmer trees, one of the best investments I think you could make. All right, let's do this. Kylie Cam time. We have a brand new nightlight, everybody. I know you love our nightlights. And so this is our brand new Cardinal nightlight. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, we love this nightlight so much. Comes in a gift box. It's $25. It's an LED. It glows beautifully. That sweet cardinal. He's, a little full. He's sitting on a little branch with berries. It's kind of a mistletoe branch, and looks so cute. Kylie, I don't know how dark it'll be if you turn off the nightlight, but I'd love for people to see what it looks like when it's not on too. Yeah. So there you can see, super cute. We'll bring the lights up a little bit there. So you can see, really cute plugged in. This is for your powder room. This is for a guest room. This is in your hallway. And one of the things I love about our night lights with our partner here, this is from a company called Roman, the outlet piece swivels. So if you have outlets in an older home that are, more not next to each other side by side, like in a horizontal way, but on top of each other. Yes. Thanks, Kai. See how that twists? So all you have to do is twist that piece and it will accommodate however your outlet plugs are set up. But great gift for the person that has everything. Maybe you need something for card group. $25 is the price. That's the max. Book club, white elephant, whatever it might be. Our sweet Cardinal nightlight. We just love him. And we hadn't done a Cardinal nightlight before. So I was really excited to bring him in for all of you. I thought you would really like him a lot. So that's also available if you were interested and brand new. We just added him to the assortment. All right. So we talked about this filigree tree. I'm going to move our nativity. Again, remember, it all nests. So if you don't have room to spread it out, you can always just do it like that, which is great. Then move that back here. A couple other things I want to show you. Look at that beauty. So I know how many of you love the snow globe effects that we've had in our lanterns. And when I saw this beautiful kind of oversized snow globe, and what they've done is they've done this applique over the globe. Maybe Kylie can get a shot of this for us, with the matte gold swirls and then different snowflakes. And then on the inside, again, it has that timer that speeds up. So it gives you the flurry and then it rests for a minute so that it allows the glitter to fall. And you'll see here, I'm going to move this closer to you, Kylie. Whoops. Got it? So there you can see that. Again, with our gold tree, they're both done in that matte gold and, very elegant together. I want you to know this is a hefty piece, all right? This is not some lightweight plastic piece. It is heavy, but it's on a timer. That's something else that you all asked me about. So if you want to put it on timer mode, 6-hour timer, so it can turn on and turn off automatically in the evening. Look at the design all the way around there, the swirls, the beautiful snowflakes. I think that is so pretty also when you mix in some shimmer trees and you sort of have this gorgeous gold glitter story for the holidays. It's just so, so pretty. So that's also brand new. That's a favorite of ours. It was one of those items where we loved it when we saw the original images. And when it came in, we were like, oh my gosh, it's heavier than I thought. Like it feels like that special. It kind of feels like the way your Christmas decorations used to be made, right? Where it really had some weight and heft behind it. So beautiful piece. Snow globe and gold tree, beautiful together. Thanks, Virginia. I'm glad you like that. So love that look. Again, on a timer, really pretty glow, relaxing in the evenings, I think, just to look at it and be a little bit mesmerized. I feel like these shimmer glimmer pieces really bring out that child in all of us who love to shake those snow globes when we were kids, right? Now you have the ability to just sort of watch it and relax in the evening. So really, really nice piece there. Okay, what else do I have for you? Oh, so much more. Okay, so let me grab this. Again, it's heavy. It's almost like bowling ball heavy. Not quite that heavy, but like it's pretty major. I love it. Okay, I have to show you this. Some of you might remember, and this is another one where Kylie might need to come in, and I'm putting you to work tonight, hon. Some of you might remember in the spring, we had a beautiful kind of garden angel statue. This is from that same company. And they were like, Jill, we know you love that piece. Look at this beautiful bronze version we have. And when I first saw her, I was like, yeah, she's really pretty. And then the more I looked at her, I realized, oh my gosh, like with your harvest items, if you want to put her around things that are done in oranges and those tones, she's beautiful. But then also, if you want her to be next to that gold tree, I mean, gosh, that gold tree is becoming a good investment, right? But look how elegant she is. And when all the holidays are done, I love the idea of her because I feel like this is like a statue, a sculpture that could be out in your home all year round. She has the look of bronze, but if you look at her dress closely, like it's lace. And it's done in just the most beautiful pattern. I love her face is very soft and not completely defined, but then she's holding a bird. I don't know if you can tell, but that's what she's holding. In person, probably easier. She's holding this beautiful bird. She's on a platform base, so she's very sturdy. And again, I love her with reds and burgundies and golds. That could be part of a really pretty centerpiece. Surround, do a burgundy runner, put her in the center, put some Luminara candles around her, maybe use this gold tree, maybe use our champagne trees, and really create something special and unique and beautiful. Like, look how pretty it is when we put that next to her. It kind of almost lights up her dress a little bit. So this particular gold tree is a little bit more matte. It's truly a gold. This is more of a champagne, but I think either way you go, they're both really, really beautiful. So we love her. I don't have a lot of her. That was kind of a special buy that we were able to bring her in. But I can tell you, like, this sample is going to stay here because I love her. There's just something about looking at her that I just think is like, it's the kind of sculpture or the sort of the way I'm in awe of things when I go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or I see a Degas ballerina sculpture or painting. Like, I'm just sort of speechless when I look at it a little bit. That's really what I felt when I saw this. So again, may not be everybody's taste, totally get that, but she is a beauty. All right, then let's talk about something I haven't shown anybody yet. And for, again, all my angel lovers out there, we kind of have a little bit of an angel theme, but don't worry, I have other things too. This is a brand new Shimmer Lantern. Let me put this over here. And excuse me, I'm going to, is the fireplace still on? It's so hot in here. Everybody in our house is always freezing except for me. I want it set at 62. All right, so here is our brand new, fabulous, back to the champagne shimmer trees, this beautiful new angel and dove lantern. So the actual lantern itself looks like a beautiful domed cage, like a bird cage almost, open here in the front. It does have some shimmer over it. And then on the inside, you have this beautiful angel. And I'm a little distracted because Broski's in here and we have cords everywhere by our camera. So I'm a little afraid. Broski, go lay down, babe. Go lay down. Watch his nose, Kylie. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Beautiful angel on the inside, and she's holding a white dove. So when Kylie comes back in here, I'll have her get a nice close-up of this for you. But I wanted to do this again because you were asking me. You wanted more angels. You were angel collectors. You wanted to have angel pieces in memory of people that are special in your lives. Somebody who you've, maybe lost, somebody in remembrance of someone, a way to say thank you to someone who's been an angel to you. All of those were really important when we were putting together these angel collections. So let me put this over here. Kylie, you can put it wherever you want to get a good shot.
I have the platform as well, please.
Yeah. Here's the platform. Now that runs on batteries. That does not have a timer, but it does have the little USB cord so that if you want to plug it in and not have to worry about batteries, you can do that. But isn't she pretty? Again, it's just golds and whites, which I think, and really it's more of a champagne. So it's soft. It's not brassy. Very pretty filigree details on that lantern. It's heavier too. If you have any of our other lanterns, like our little Cardinal Lantern that's such a bestseller, I will tell you this one's a little bit heavier. It's a little bit heftier, but absolutely stunning. And I think a piece that will be so pretty with your holiday. But when the holidays are done and all the lights and all the glimmer and all the pretty things are put away, I think you can keep this out. This might be something that you get for your granddaughter or your great granddaughter. Is there a little night light? It could be, or maybe you start a collection of pretty angel pieces for her. And this could be that one first piece. So I think she's very peaceful. I think, again, there's something much like that gold globe that we showed you that's very serene about this. So love her and really excited to have her in the collection too. All right, next item I want to show you is like one of my favorite new things. So everybody come on in. If you're in the other room, you better come in, take a look. So at first glance, this looks like a little Merry Christmas box. But think of it more like a Merry Christmas book. So on the front of this, you have a laser cutout of a little church with trees. Burnished into the front, it says Merry Christmas. All right. And I'm going to angle this way because I'm going to have Kylie come over here and show you the magic. There's 2 AA batteries that you'll need to provide. So I'm going to turn those on. And you want to get a shot of this, Kylie, while I get ready to show the magic. Okay, everybody ready? So there's a magnet here. And when you open up this little Merry Christmas book, see it now? Oh my gosh. You ready? When you open it up, it's an illuminated diorama of Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus away in the manger. And I'm just going to turn it this way so you can see the layers. So there are pieces that are cut out and applied in the very back. Then there's the manger. Then there's the, Mary, Joseph, and the baby. There's the fence. There's the star. Look at how they've layered that. Isn't that cool? This to me is the ultimate Christmas heirloom. I mean, this is going to be, and you can, leave it sitting out if you want to see the illumination. If you don't want to, worry about the batteries, you can turn it off and just have it open like this because you can see, and I'll have Kylie come in so you can see that it has color. Isn't it neat, Amy? The Merry Christmas book. So look at the detail on that. I love that it's illuminated. I think that's fun, but really it doesn't need to be. I just think the workmanship on this is fabulous. Charmaine, I knew you would love this. That's our Christmas connoisseur, Charmaine. Again, we weren't able to bring in a lot of these. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, how many can we get? I love it. I think it's so great. Again, it's magnetic, so you don't have to worry about it flying open. And then you just kind of give it a little pull, and there on the inside, you have that magic. It's pretty good, right? It's a good one. We love this one. All right, so there's our Merry Christmas book for you. Okay, can I take a pause? What's everybody think? So if there's anything I've shown you that you want to see again, tell me. I have a couple more things I want to show you. And I do want to remind you about a couple harvest items, because I know as much as we get all wrapped up in the holiday stuff, there are many of you that are like, slow it down. I just want to enjoy my apple cider and pumpkin spice. I will show you a couple of our harvest things that we haven't really spent a lot of time on in just a minute. Lynn said, I just ordered 2 nativities. I'm in tears because they're exactly what I was looking for. You always know what we will love. Oh, Lynn, I'm so glad you love those. I thought those were really special. Like, you know, again, the items have to speak to me. And let me tell you, some of these showrooms have full sections of nothing but nativities. And of course, the story and the reason for Christmas is always going to speak to me, if you're a Christian and you believe in that. But when it comes to the look and the design and how many pieces and what's going to be easy to ship and what makes sense, and you know, for people who collect, you know, like, will it be different? Will it be special? It's not easy to find the right one. But when I saw that one, it was kind of like, you know, I heard the angels singing. Like, it was like, yep, that's it. Didn't even have to look any further. We'll take that one. I like that one. How many can we get? So love that nativity. I'm so glad you liked it too. And I felt the same way about this Merry Christmas book. It's just gorgeous. Lynn said, if you don't use your fireplace, clean it out and fill it with these trees and make a winter scene, right? And then maybe mix in some of our cute snowmen, or do the sleigh and the reindeer. Oh, Lynn, would be so good. I used to do that all the time when I would do the Your Home with Jill shows on QVC. I always, you know, my stylist for that show for many years was Mary Ellen. And we had so much fun working together for, you know, almost 20 years we did that show. And she always was like, she's like, I know you don't want any wood in the fireplace. You want me to do something with candles and a scene. I'm like, exactly. I love that. So if, you know, I know at our house here, we are lucky. This is an older home. So there's 2 fireplaces in the house. One we turned into a gas fireplace. And, you know, we love that. And that's in our family room. But we have another one in kind of the more formal living room. It's never had anything burned in it, but I love to decorate in there, you know, with different themes and motifs. And, you know, it's kind of fun. Sometimes I'll do like a little terrarium filled with things. Sometimes I'll do different candles, different heights, mix in the trees, all those things. So, you know, that's a good space to use if you have it. Okay, a couple other things to show you. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to go. Let me put this back here. A little Merry Christmas book. Okay, a reminder about, do you have the Mosaic glass Cardinals? Yes, Penny, I do. Here's the one. Here's 2. Happy to show them to you. So you're going to get both of these Cardinals. They're so pretty. And if any of you ordered these last week and received yours, will you please share like what your experience has been? And for those of you who have been regular shoppers with me here at Just Jill, please, please, please share your experience. So people who are new and joining us for the first time know that, you know, we're very dedicated to the quality of the pieces. We're very dedicated to turning our orders around quickly and getting them to you in a timely fashion. I know that's, you know, not the norm with shipping in this day and age, but we really try hard to fulfill our orders quickly so that you get things in lickety-split time. So here are our Mosaic Cardinals. It's a set of 2. You get both of them. They're slightly different. You can see they have a slightly different position. They're made of resin. The sculpt on these is fabulous. The Cardinals are wearing this kind of necklace, if you will, of holly and berries. So really nice dimension. And then inlaid into the wings is Mosaic red glass. Kylie, could you maybe get a shot of that for everybody?
Yes,
I'll set those up so you can, I'll just put those over by Kylie so you can see them. Mary said, very quick shipping for sure. Well, I got to give a shout out for all the holiday shipping to my business partner and friend, Bernadette, who you hear me talk a lot about. Bernadette's the one responsible for getting these orders out, and she turns them around quickly. She will send me an email or a text and be like, well, I got all the Christmas orders out. I'm running to the post office. And she's showing up at the post office with all of these bins and bags and products and boxes. We are lucky to have a great team, and really thanks to Bernadette. That's why you're getting all of your orders so quickly. If you ever have any customer service issues, it's often Bernadette who you're dealing with. So she's awesome. All right, so take a look here on the Kylie cam. There you can see, oh, that's a good shot, Kylie. I love that. So see the detail of the holly and the berries. And then I'm just going to lean in here just so I can move this so you can see the reflection on that pretty mosaic red glass. And that's on both sides. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like rubies. So you get both cardinals. And then for those cardinals, look how great. Here's our green shimmer trees. Here you'll be able to see all three. But look how nice if you wanted to do a cute little display. So I really love the green with the cardinals. I think it looks really, really nice together. Really great look. So that duo is $45, I believe. Again, it includes your shipping and handling. All your shipping and handling is included in all of our prices. So please keep that in mind if you are comparing, make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Because maybe you find something similar and it's less expensive. And then by the time you figure in the shipping and handling, it's actually $4 more than ours. So love that, love that. Penny said, oh, I love them with the trees. I know, Penny, it's really good. They're really, really good. All right, can I tell you about our Northern Lights collections real quick? And then real quickly, I haven't featured this. This was one of our most popular items from Christmas in July. We brought it back because a lot of you said, I missed out on that green tree. Will it be back? So here it is. And this is, that homage to those classic vintage green ceramic trees that were so popular, I guess, was it in the 50s and 60s maybe? I remember, I think I've shared this story with you before, when I was working in news in West Lafayette, Indiana, I met a woman who actually carved as a hobby full-size carousel horses. And, she was a wood carver and was so talented. And in addition to doing these magnificent carved horses, she had a little shop on her sun porch, essentially, where she sold these little trees that she made. And that was the first time I had ever seen them. That wasn't something that I had in my home growing up, nor did my grandparents, but I fell in love with it then. When my husband and I got married, we have a larger one that belonged to his dad. And, that's like one of those Christmas treasures when we bring it out. You see a lot of them out there and I love them, but I felt like if we were going to do one, could I find one that was a little different? And I think this one is. So it's the green ceramic, but white lights. And then you have the red cardinals going all the way around. It does run on a couple of AA batteries. Again, it does not have a timer. This particular vendor, again, doesn't do things with a timer. But there's also, if you want to do a little flashing mode, you can do that too. I've said this before. I think I just like it better when it's steady. That's just me. You do you. But I love the glow. The lights do glow through those red cardinals. So you do, have something that's really pretty. And then the lights are a very soft white. So again, simple. That's really pretty. Again, we're going to do a blog to share some of these other little extras. We don't sell these in the shop, but like little risers like this that you can find. And these are the ones we thought we'd just share the ones that we use for all of our photos. But if you can find some little risers like that, they're inexpensive, but they just give you some more options when you're wanting to create these little motifs on a table. That way it's not just like a flat table and everything's the same height. When you can create a little variance with different types of risers and using, pedestals and things, then it really looks designed. So look how great to have that pretty tree and then to have your set of cardinals. And again, if you want to use some more things in the background, that's where those shimmer trees come into play. And now you have your whole centerpiece. You do that on a tray. You do that on a mirrored surface. You do that, on a pretty velvet runner. and you're done. Your decor is done. That would be very pretty on a mantle too, don't you think? All right, so there's cardinals, the last of the cardinals for this evening. Real quickly, let me talk to you about our Northern Lights collection, and then we're going to look at harvest. How are we doing on time? Oh, gosh, I'm doing good on time tonight.
Yeah, you are.
All right, let me take a little sip of my iced tea. Okay, the Northern Lights collection. It started with this tree here. And what I loved about this collection was that when it's not illuminated, it looks like it was carved, cut crystal from Waterford. I mean, it really is. It's so clear, pristine in how it just sparkles and twinkles. It reflects beautifully. This is done in acrylic. And I'll tell you, there are many vendors out there that do these kinds of trees, but our partners here are Roman, and theirs are some of the prettiest I've seen because it's so clear. It's not cloudy. It's not yellow. It doesn't look dingy on the inside. It just looks like the most fabulous cut crystal. And if it only looked like this, I think you would love it for years to come. But then there's the magic. So the magic is that you have a fan on the inside. Again, it's one of the fans that goes fast and then slows down. And the reason for that is to create the flurry and then allow that glitter to sparkle down. And then on the inside, you have the rotating kind of aurora borealis lights. And that's why we call it our Northern Lights collection, because to me, it reminded me of those beautiful hues that you see when you see images of the Northern Lights. The tree looks very icy, and then you have just this beautiful sparkle and glow. So that is our, can we dim the lights a smidge, Kai?
Yeah, of course.
I want you to see what this looks like. Just dimmed a little bit. We'll bring our lights down. Thank you. All right. How's everybody doing? Good? All right. Okay, look how pretty. So imagine sitting in the evening and turning on your tree, up on your mantle, or maybe next to your chair where you cozy up in the evening and just watching that tree just sparkle. I saw somebody say, I love mine. So I'm so glad that for those of you who have this, Teresa said, I have both the tall and the short. They're beautiful. I leave them out all winter to brighten the long winter nights. I'm so glad, Teresa, that you love them. Here is the tall one. That was our original. And then this was the second. So it's the same technology. It's the same cut of the crystal. I'm going to turn it off just so you can see that. It's the same cut of the crystal. It's just the profile of this tree is a little shorter and chubbier. But when they're not illuminated, like that's important too, right? If it's only pretty when it's lit up, then there's something wrong with the design. I've said that before. If it has to have 76 bells and whistles, then there's something wrong with the design. How does it look when it's just as is? And you can see when these trees are just as is, they're fabulous. Lisa says, I have the smaller tree. It's beautiful. Feel like I need the tall one too. Well, they do kind of go together. You can create a forest. But look how pretty. It just looks like sparkle. And then to finish off this look, we brought in brand new. We brought in our beautiful Northern Lights angel. So I'm going to turn her off real quickly. Oh, I forget. Her switch is on the back. She is so pretty. Her wings look like frosted Lalique glass, and they really are beautiful. Her face, she's a blonde, very serene, soft look. She's holding the Star of Bethlehem in her hands. And what I also love about her is when you turn her off, the Aurora Borealis glitter still stays suspended. So this is a little bit different interior than the trees. But as you can see, when you use them together, I'm going to turn her on. She's color changing. You want to bring the lights down again real quickly, Kylie? Just so we can see this a little bit better. Thanks. You can see she color morphs in her body. So and the glitter swirls throughout. So it goes from blues into yellowy greens. Here's more of a beautiful turquoise. So pretty. Then it morphs into kind of a purple. Then you kind of get more of another shade of green, kind of a greenish blue. Then it goes into those kind of reds and oranges, and then it starts the process all over again. Mary said, I have the angel and it's gorgeous. I'm so glad you love her. She also has all three of these come with a run on batteries, or they come with that little USB plug. So if you do your beautiful angel, again, think about maybe just getting a little riser of some kind. You could even stack a couple of pretty books. Then turn on your trees, and you have quite this beautiful atmosphere glowing. Again, nestled on a side table, the three of them together. Maybe this is your centerpiece. Can I also just say, if you have any of our other trees, I love the silver and the white with this collection. You could really do something magnificent, mixing and matching these pieces all together. So that's our Northern Lights collection. And again, we have the angel, who is new this year, the shorter, fatter tree, chubbier tree, and then our original, which continues to be a bestseller, and so many of you love it. So there's the Northern Lights collection. And then before I go, two things. I want to show you, we'll bring our lights back up. I want to remind you about our cute little 4-piece Santa's Village set. I have to move a few things around here. Bring this over.
Need help?
Those years of waitressing are paying off. Lisa said, I received my miniature ceramic village today. Adorable. I know, isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So you get all 4 pieces here. 3 of the pieces light up, and the batteries are included. They're the little cell batteries, so you would need to get those to replace them when they burn out. You get the cute little ceramic Santa. So what I did here, this is what I wanted to show you. I took a strand of fairy lights, and then I put my snow on top of the fairy lights. So it's like the snow is illuminated, and then I put my little village together. And I just did this on a cake plate. This was a cake plate. It's a Waterford crystal cake plate that Joan Rivers gave me when I got married. She gave me 2 of them, actually, and I love them. Whenever you see those cake plates, or my grandma's, our prantles out here on display, they're on these cake plates that Joan gave me. All right, so we have our hand-painted Santa. He's so cute. You get 2 houses that have cutouts and are illuminated. And then you get this one cute ivory tree, which is ribbed, and it has the little cutouts as well. So I love this because, again, you don't need a ton of space. We love things that glow. You could do this across a small, shallow mantle. You could do this on a cake plate. The last time I showed this to you, I had it under glass, under like a cloche. You could do this mixed in with other small little items that you have. Tuck this into layers of a bookshelf. I mean, again, just a little side table. This could even go in your powder room if you love to decorate all of the spaces in your home. How pretty in a curio cabinet. I was thinking over in the corner here is a china cabinet that's filled with my grandmother's china, and the furniture in this room all belong to my husband Doug's grandmother. So how cool to have these sort of like old things, treasures, and then nestle in some of these fun little Christmas items to go along with it. So you can use these anywhere. You get all 4 pieces. It's $49. Batteries are included. And again, you don't have to have a ton of space for this, which is great, but everything lights up except for your Santa. And he's all hand painted. The company that we're working with on this is Gans, and they did such a nice job on this. It's packed really well. So I think, if you're just looking for those little villages, or you'd like to do a little something across your mantle, or maybe you have a cake plate or a dome or a small little terrarium, even in a lantern. Like if you have a little lantern that you're able to fill yourself, instead of doing your flameless candles, why not do a little village? And for that, I would definitely make sure you get some risers. Okay, again, we're going to put together a blog with the ones that I found that I really like, of the quality and everything. But you can take these little houses then, and in the background, then you can create some elevations within that lantern that you might have, which could be so super cute. All right. Okay, so there's that. How about we just switch real quickly to harvest, because we're down to final quantities on a lot of our harvest items, and we've been spending so much time on Christmas. For those of you who just aren't there yet, I wanted to make sure you knew what we had available. Okay, so if you haven't seen them, we didn't bring in a ton of harvest. We'll do more next year. We weren't, listen, we were a little timid about how Christmas in July was going to go. Thank you. You all love what we brought in. So we sort of scrambled at the last minute. What could we get for harvest? Let's just find a couple little things, and we'll plan on bringing in more for you next year. This is a set of 2. I on my Instagram live earlier today, I said, I've seen, because, the partners we work with sell to other retailers around the country. So I've seen this little pumpkin out there for almost $30, and then some online retailers charge $5 to $7 for shipping. So it could be like $35 to $37 just for this pumpkin. From Just Jill, we give you the pumpkin and the gourd, shipping included, $49. So I think it's a really good price point. They're easy to work with. These are not huge, massive pieces. They are wonderful to do displays around. They're easy to put into your bookcases, to put on a tray, to put on a side table, find a charger, add a little bit of, pine cones around it, some fairy lights, put them inside of a lantern. I love the look of them. One of the things that I really liked about this set was, for those of you who have homes where maybe the bright oranges and reds and browns of harvest don't work for you, but you love the shape of pumpkins and gourds. That's kind of how I am. So I love this look. It has, again, some distressing to it. The vine pattern here is raised, so there's great texture. If you do the farmhouse, if you like vintage, if you love whitewashed, all of those things, even coastal, these would work perfectly. So you get both of them, $49. That includes your shipping and handling. If you want a little bit more of a traditional color, thank you, Janet. I'm so glad you like what we had for you. Here is our sweet, soft pumpkin. Again, this kind of looks like we took pumpkin puree and mixed it with a little bit of cream. So it's not a harsh orange. I've been saying it's almost like an apricot color, but it's not as golden as that. It's creamier than that. But what I do love, I'm just going to stand up real quickly so you can see. Hopefully you can see that, is the texture. So it does have this wonderful, like, sweater-like texture. And then I also love, Kylie, you might be able to show this better. I also love the stem. I'm going to set this down and let Kylie get a shot. So it has the look of a sweater, but it's all made of resin. So it's not going to fuzz or pill the way I've seen some, like, yarn pumpkins have been created. This gives you that texture. And then zoom in on that stem. I'm crazy for the stem because it's so realistic in its texture. And then they did this beautiful, like, verdigris wash over it. So it kind of has this antique bronze look. It's so pretty. Simple. Listen, this is not the fanciest pumpkin you're ever going to find, but it's a pumpkin that I think if you put this on your coffee table, put this on your kitchen table, I think it will make you smile. And what I love about the harvest time of year also is that you just get to enjoy it all of September, all of October, all of November. So, you have something that when you're spending your money on it, it's something that's going to give you, multiple months of enjoyment. And then the last item that we had, and again, these are now limited. We don't have a lot of these left, but we had such a response to our holiday coasters that the same partner that we work with for those had this harvest collection. So these are kind of a tumbled stone look. When you get them at home, you might find that it looks like they've been hewn or like there's little chips out of the edges. It's supposed to be that way. So I've said this multiple times, but I think, it bears repeating. If you really prefer everything has to be straight and finished and tight, like, the tight corners when you make your bed, this probably isn't the right look for you. This is a little more rustic. It's a little more tumbled. I personally really like that, but everybody's different. I just want you to know that going in. But what I do love about these is that you get different colors and scenes of the pumpkins. So this one says, be grateful. They're all backed in cork, by the way, to protect your tables underneath. This one says, be blessed, and it's kind of a golden color pumpkin. This one has a orange pumpkin and then kind of that soft greenish blue, and it says, gather together. And then finally, just that classic pumpkin look, and it says, be thankful. Great hostess gift. I don't know where you're going to be spending some of your Thanksgiving time, but this could be such a nice gift to take to somebody who's hosting. I also love using this as, little trivets if you need to. Nice just to have a place to, set your spoon for your coffee in the morning when you're doing your stirring with your creamer and everything. So lots of ways to use these. These are priced at $30. Again, that includes your shipping. They have a nice weight to them. These aren't flimsy. They're really nicely done. And if you don't have a harvest set of coasters, that might be something fun for you to pick up. All right, so before I sign off, that was a lot tonight. We got through a lot, but pretty things. I hope you felt that way, and I hope you liked, how we've expanded the collection and what we're adding. We're going to be adding more all week. So be sure to keep checking back over to justjillshop.com. Cosette said, I just bought the nativity and the gold tree, anxious to receive them. Thank you, Cosette. I hope you enjoy them. Do you know when the power adapters will be back in stock? Terry, they're coming. We have placed the order. They will probably, maybe by next week. So please keep checking back. They will, we did order more. Those power adapters are for things like our gingerbread nutcracker, so that if you don't want that to run on batteries, there's a power adapter so that you can plug it in so you don't have to worry about the batteries. And some of our other items from Roman as well. Not all of those items come with adapters, and so we wanted to make them available if you were interested. So those are coming, Terry, I promise. Any other questions? I have an all white nativity. Do you think the white trees would look good with it? Oh, Michelle, I think it'd be beautiful. And here's what's nice. There's a subtle bit of shimmer on these white trees. And so if your nativity is all white, even though the trees are white as well, first of all, you have this gorgeous texture to them. And second of all, the shimmer is just like the lightest dusting of a shimmery snow. But I think that reflection will break up whatever the finish is on your white nativity. So I think it'd be beautiful together. Absolutely. I think you'll be happy with them. Our trees, I will say, they're all 5-star reviews. So you can read more about those if you're thinking about them and you want to see what other people have to say. A couple of the comments were, at first I thought they were a little expensive, but I decided to get them at home. And then once I did, I totally understood why they were the price they were. First of all, the shipping's included. Don't forget, it's a bigger box. So again, that all figures into the cost. But when people got them at home, they were like, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. The layers of the branches, the sizes of these. Again, it's not like you look at them and you're like, oh, I wish this one was a little smaller, or, oh, I wish it was a little bigger. It really is like, look how pretty. If all you did on your kitchen island was a pretty tray of 3 trees, hello, so easy, so beautiful. And that could be all you need. And that's true whether you do the silver or the white. We do have some really cute snowmen figures that if you want to create a scene, and maybe the Cardinals, aren't your thing, it's fabulous to think about doing the silver trees, the white trees, the champagne trees with some of our snowman sets that we have available. So check those out. There's a new set. In addition to our blue and silver set that you may have already seen, there's a new set that has a little more color to it with cardinals and presents, and it's so cute. And those would be great with the white, and those would be great with the green trees too. So we have all of those available for you over on the shop. So, Are there other nightlights other than the Cardinal? Kelly, more nightlights coming. We have our Santa nightlight returning. We have a vintage tree nightlight that's, oh my gosh, so good. It glows so beautifully. And we even have a white tree nightlight, like the vintage style with red cardinals on it. So we have a few more nightlights coming. Keep checking back. We'll be featuring those in the next couple of weeks. Next week, when we get together, we're going to do our gingerbread theme. So let's take a stroll down gingerbread lane. I'm going to be your realtor, and I will be showing you everything from gingerbread cottages to the gingerbread mega mansion. We have gingerbread Victorian homes. You may even spot some gingerbread deer. And we will also, of course, get to listen to the music of our cute little gingerbread nutcracker. So gingerbread coming up next week, plus a couple of other little surprises. You know, we like to sneak things in there for you. Before I let you go, because I know it's 9 o'clock, Prantles. If you love the Prantles burnt almond torte, the Prantles bars, either in the original or the assorted, where you get 3 of the original, 3 of the chocolate, 3 of the raspberry. We have Prantles on sale right now. We don't feature them on sale very often throughout the course of the year. So when they're on sale, go for it. If you've never tried Prantles, you must. Prantles has been named, their burnt almond torte has been named the best cake in America by the Huffington Post, the best dessert in Pennsylvania by the Food Network. It's incredible. Located outside of Pittsburgh. We're so lucky to carry that brand and be able to ship those to you. And I know for those of you who've tried it, it's now become sort of a special birthday or holiday tradition. If you order it now while it's on sale, just put it straight in your freezer, exactly how it comes boxed to you, and keep it in your freezer, and it will be fine for Thanksgiving. It will be fine for Christmas, if you can wait that long. I'll leave that up to you. All right. So Pam said, thanks for offering so many great items. Oh, it's my pleasure. Like, this is what I love. This is my favorite part of the whole Just Jill journey with our shop is being able to decorate, being able to share fun ideas with all of you. And I'm so glad you all love it. So thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let Megan click me out because I can't reach over to my computer. But thanks, everybody, for being here. Have fun checking out the almost 100 items coming or that are now available, more coming over the next couple of weeks. And hope we can meet back here next Tuesday as we take a tour of Gingerbread Lane. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon.